Alright, so let me get this straight. We got another anime titled Can a Boy-Girl Friendship Survive? No, it can't. Yeah, real subtle with the title there, champs. It's like they put the entire plot summary in the damn name just to save us the brain cell. So we got two main knuckleheads, Yu and Himari, childhood besties in a gardening club. Because of course they are. It's the rom-com starter pack. Yu's about as dense as a collapse star when it comes to Himari's feelings, which are about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the groin. Himari, on the other hand, decides the best way to confess her undying love is by suggesting they practice kissing or vowing to take responsibility if Yu dies as a virgin. Pick a romance right there, then bam, enters Rion, the first crush, because what's a rom-com without a love triangle so forced it makes your teeth ache. The whole setup feels like a story and more like a factory assembled product where the tropes replace personality and the illusion of conflict stands in for actual death. So the plot, if you can call it that, is basically Himari sailing around like a fish on a hot plate trying to get Yu to notice her while Yu's busy trying to figure out which end of a watering can is up. We are talking about misunderstandings that a 5-year-old could solve, jealousy that makes Othello look chill, and dramatic confrontations that are about as impactful as a wet fart in a hurricane. The themes, the usual groundbreaking stuff. Can boys and girls be friends? Spoiler, the title says no loudly. Is love complicated? Wow, really? And are the teenagers always emotional stunted? You bet your ass they were in this show. The animations are animated by JC staff it's JC staff. It exists. It's competently bland, unlike unseasoned chicken. The anime, much like its title, is a bit of a mixed bag. It sets out to answer a question that frankly most of us already have a pretty good idea about, especially when the subtitle screams the answer. The journey, however, is where the value and the roasting someone lies. The series competently deploys a host of familiar rom-com tropes: the childhood friends to lovers arc, the oblivious male lead, the overly expressive female lead, the capitalist love interest, and the quirky school club setting. It doesn't break new ground, nor it doesn't seem particularly interested in trying. Its strength lies in execution of these familiar elements. In the end, Can a Boy-Girl Friendship Survive is a solid, if unremarkable, addition to the rom-com genre. It knows what it is, and it delivers what its audience likely expect. It won't change your life. It might not be stick with you long after the credits roll on the final episode, but it might just make you chuckle, roll your eyes, and perhaps even feel a nostalgic pang for the confusing, flower-scented days of high school crushes. And sometimes that's all an anime would need to do, right, Hima? If I were forced to give one, which I am because this is a review, a respectable if a slightly wilted 6.5 out of 10. Though it tries, less is hard. But it ultimately just another pretty flower in a large, very familiar garden. Seriously, whoever in the creative field is running this laugh needs to remake again cause Nagatoro can do it better. If I were forced to give one, which I am because this is a review, a respectable if a slightly wilted 6.5 out of 10. Though it tries, less is hard. But it ultimately just another pretty flower in a large,